What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Jono here with Selling North Dallas Real Estate. Hope you're doing well. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and turn on the notification bell so that you're alerted anytime new content drops. Also hit the like button. Today we're going to be touring a home in my neighborhood. Really great house, great layout. I think you're going to like it. Maybe you'll like it. We'll see. If there's a neighborhood or a city or a particular part of Dallas that you'd like to have featured, drop down in the comments, throw that in there. We love making new content based off what you folks are asking for. Without further ado, how about we walk through a house? What's up, my guy? Good to see you again. How about we show you another house? Man, I love it when they just hang shit off the front door.
It's my favorite thing.
Okay, two things that this house makes me think of: natural light and potential. Now, potential is kind of an unusual word.
It's very unusual indeed.
But this is a classic example of if you can see what something can be, there's some really great deals out there right now. So as I mentioned, right now there are 6 properties for sale in this neighborhood. This one is the lowest price by a lot, and I think you're about to see why. Now, as we come into the entryway, if we just kind of scan quickly, the property is pretty cool. I love this layout. It's 4 bedrooms, the master bedroom and another bedroom downstairs, and then there's 2 bedrooms and a game room and a full bath upstairs. One of the bedrooms has this really cool window you'll see here in just a second. So downstairs, as you come into the entryway, you have a formal living. The guest room and the downstairs bath are over here. As you continue through the entryway, you've got a dining room, access to the kitchen, following into this open concept where you've got the kitchen with the fan, and then the family room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows on 2 sides. 10-foot ceilings throughout the downstairs. Actually, the kitchen is 9 foot. It kind of drops down right up here. Crown molding all the way around. I'm gonna walk you through the house, and then we'll come back through and I'll point out some of the opportunities for improvement. So you got the master, again, 10-foot ceilings, lots of natural light, crown molding. This is a good sized master bedroom. And then coming into the master bath, separate tubs, separate shower, dual vanities with the knee space, and then into the master closet.
Holy crap, look at all this closet space.
This is almost big enough that you could put an island in the middle of it.
That would be rad.
Really well laid out, great use of the space, lots of built-ins. So let's start picking this thing apart.
Oh, here we go.
Now, this property's been on the market for a minute. They're coming up on the 6-month mark. We talk about on the channel, there's 3 things that sell houses: price, condition, and marketing. The marketing, if it's on the MLS, that's where 90% of transactions happen. You could say marketing is covered. Now, we won't dive off into that, but suffice to say, people know about the property. I can only imagine, given the price point and the neighborhood and the school system that this home is in, they're getting lots of traffic. This is my neighborhood. Every time I drive by, there's a car in the driveway, and yet the property is not selling. They've dropped the price several times. Right now, as of the making of this video, it's at $538, and yet it's not selling. And they've done some good. They've done some nice things here. The walls are painted. Looks like they did fresh coat of paint everywhere. This used to be, don't ask me how I know this, but this used to be an engineered hardwood. They've pulled that out and put this nice luxury vinyl plank down. And I love this color scheme. I love where the seams are. This is really well done. But then you've got this stuff happening, right? When people walk in and they see that, they're like, what's going on with this floor? I'm not gonna get down on my hands and knees in my church clothes.
Nuts.
Well, let's just keep moving. Then you start looking closely at other things, and you notice, okay, they painted the walls, but they didn't paint the baseboards. and you think, well, maybe it's just dirty, but then you look really close, that paint is peeled up. Like these baseboards are in rough shape. And then how dirty that looks.
Ew.
So you start asking yourself, well, if you're gonna paint all this, why not just go ahead and paint that and at least clean it up? Where else might they have cut corners? The blinds in here are not in too rough of shape, but as you get into the master, it looks like somebody's been beating on them with a hammer. What else? Carpet has been recently replaced, so paint and carpet, but they didn't paint everything. And at first glance, you're like, what the CSI is happening? Now, I'm an Open Door fan. I like Open Door. On the channel, we've got a playlist of properties that we've put together where unintentionally, I end up roasting the properties. I don't have an axe to grind with Open Door, but I mean, this is an $8 billion company, but some of the decisions they make are kind of unusual.
It's very unusual indeed.
Speaking of baseboards, you know, you just start noticing, oh my, leprosy on the door. All right, so I'm not here to beat up Open Door, but if you'd like to see me beat up Open Door, I've got a whole playlist. I'll put a link right here where I go through, and there's some pretty laughable moments. So hopefully you'll enjoy that if you want to check that out later. You know, but there's, you know, little things like, you know, some shoddy drywall work, messy paint. It looks like they did one coat and didn't do a great job painting that and didn't even touch the baseboards. Which, on one level, as someone that flips houses, I totally get it. It's called value add. You want people to be able to come in and add value. Speaking of opportunities to add value, let's talk about these laminate countertops. So this is very cheap to replace if you just wanted to put a new laminate in, but most of the homes in this neighborhood have either granite or quartz. So for example, the cabinetry is in great shape, uppers and lowers. You could paint the cabinets, redo the backsplash. That backsplash is gone. It's been gone for a while and it's not coming back anytime soon. So if you wanted to update it, you know, they've started making some headway with the lighting, but we got two different color of bulbs. That all speaks to the condition of the property, and that turns buyers off, especially in a market like this, where there's 6 homes to choose from just in this neighborhood. It's just so easy to move on to the next ones if people come in and they think, I don't want to put a lot of work into a property. So a couple of things I want to point out in this master bath. Pulling this tile out, the lowers are in good shape. Some new lighting, some tile, and a new shower, and you've basically got a redone master bath. So if you're the type that has vision about what a property can be and not what it is,
I have a vision.
there are some great deals to be made. That could be one reason why someone might make a move in a market like this, where prices have softened, they've come back down. The downside to that is interest rates are, you know, as high as they've been. I did a video on this. It was a market update video. We'll put a link to that right here. But the interest rates being in the 7s. With interest rates being in the 7s, that's talking a lot of people that were on the fence, off the fence, and they're just deciding to wait. But if you like vision, if you like the idea of coming in and making something your own, there's some great deals to be made. So this is the bedroom downstairs and the bathroom right across. You know, small vanity, but it's just right for a guest bath. Like this shower surround. This is a fiberglass, these are fiberglass panels that, you know, if you put a shower curtain up, you wouldn't see that anyway, right? So that might be a project that you save for later, but if you were gonna come in and just completely turn the house, it wouldn't take much to turn that into a nice tile surround shower. Okay, so you wanna see upstairs?
You know I do.
I know you do. Let me take you upstairs. Now this, as it sits right now, as I mentioned, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. If you needed a 5th bedroom and you didn't mind some light framing, you could turn this media room, actually I would call this a game room. You could very easily turn this into a bedroom.
What is this room?
Frame in a door right here in the entryway, frame in a closet in one of these corners, and you've got a good sized bedroom if you needed a 5th bedroom overlooking the downstairs. Like, it's just a really efficient use of the space. There's not a lot of wasted space in these floor plans. Okay, we'll show you that bedroom last. All right, so this is the bedroom on the front of the house. Typical, you know, nothing that you'd write home about.
I'm writing to you.
But this one across the catwalk has this really cool window setup, right? Like, couldn't you imagine putting a desk in there or a little seating area? It is a Western window, but they've got the solar screens on here.
Question.
What's a solar screen?
Yeah.
See how black that window across from there is? That's a solar screen.
I see.
Also gives you some privacy since you do have another window right across. So if you didn't want to mess with the blinds, as long as you kept the lights off in here at night, they wouldn't be able to see you. As soon as you turn the lights on, they're gonna see you. Okay, what a cool bedroom, right? This one's got the thermostat in it upstairs. Let me see if I can flip this around. Something I wanna show you out here. This closet right off of the bedroom. You've got your units up here. Now, I'll come back to the water heater in just a second. But these units, that's a new unit right there, so that's great. This is the original unit, and that right there, that is remnants from a small rodent body. Anyway, shout out to Twin Home Experts.
Right now.
If the Twin Home Experts were gonna be in town, maybe we could have those guys come and look at that. That's probably a smaller gig. So there's definitely some rodent stuff going on in here. This goes back to condition, right? So the price is good, but is the price appropriate for the condition? And when buyers see things like that, they get nervous. Now, what would it take to eliminate the rodent problem in this attic? I'm not a rodent expert, but little things like that are where you can make up either in the negotiation phase or just doing it yourself. Personally, I'm not a fan of water heaters on the 2nd floor. Let me tell you why. If that water heater were to expire and leak, where's all that water gonna go?
My living room.
You guessed it, living room, your family room downstairs, probably your master, probably your kitchen. It's a mess, which is why you see on newer construction homes, they're putting water heaters in the garage because there's less damage if and when the water heater were to rupture. That just makes good common sense. So we'll get these lights turned off and I'll take you out back. There is not a pool at this property.
Why the hell not?
Which would be my preference. The next house I buy that I'm gonna live in, I will probably not put a pool in, as much as I love the pool we have now. Anyway, you're not interested in, if you're interested in my philosophy on pools in your backyard, down in the description is a link. Give me a shout. I would love to break that off for you. All right, into the backyard. You've already got this covered porch that's in great shape. That's cedar. It's western facing, so you're gonna get a little heat from the sun in the evenings, but you've got a good size backyard. If you wanted to put a pool back here, it would be very easy to do that. Fence is in great shape. Cedar fence, you can see through it, so that tells you it's not board on board. If you are the type of person that either has vision about what a property can be, or you're handy and you don't mind staining a couple of planks or replacing some tile floor or doing some painting, man, there's some opportunities out there that most buyers are going to pass on because they want something that's move-in ready and they don't want to have to put the work in themselves, which is fine. I totally get that. My whole point is there's opportunity there for those that are interested in that. So there's another property. Hopefully that was helpful. Down in the description is a link if you'd like to reach out. We'd love to help you in your transition to North Dallas. Until next time.
Bye, Felicia.